Hey everyone, it's Victoria Rose. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about what brings you happiness and what is happiness in general. So it's been a few months since I've posted a video, and that is because over the summer I spent about 2.5 months traveling the country in a van with a good friend of mine. So obviously I didn't really have time to film or record anything. I mean, I took a bunch of pictures, a bunch of personal videos and stuff, which I'm thinking of making a little adventure video at some point, but that's not what today's video is about. Basically, I wanted to make a video about what is it that makes you happy and what is happiness in general. I believe that everyone's definition of the word is personal and it varies so greatly from person to person. But at the end of the day, our main goal and objective in life is to obtain this thing that we call happiness. Whether it means you work a 9-to-5 job and you always have enough money at the end of the day to support yourself, that could be something that brings you happiness. Or it could mean, you know, you are a starving artist just following your passion, and regardless of the fact that you have enough money or not, you're doing something that really makes you spark inside. You know, you love it and you're happy, therefore you're happy. I don't know. So really I just wanted to talk about, you know, what my idea of happiness is, and then ask you guys, like, what is it that makes you happy in life? And we can have a discussion. Alright, so I guess I'll give you a bit of my background story. So I had been working at the same company for about 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. And things were going really well. I'm not going to name the company because it is a corporate brand and I don't think I should bring that onto the internet. But, like, you know, no bashing here. Anyway, it was a retail store, clothing. I did go to school for fashion, so it's something that I'm very interested in. And this company gave me a lot of hope and promise. You know, I started out seasonal, part-time, and quickly moved up to permanent part-time. And then about a year and change later, about a year later, I was moved up to a full-time position. I was promoted, transferred to another store. Things were going great. You know, I got a pay increase and I was working 40 hours a week, and you know, I really fell into this like routine of wake up, go to work, make money, come home, and then like in my personal time I would do fun things with my friends and this and that, but you know, it was very, very draining. But at the same token, it brought me happiness because I felt as if I was working towards a goal. Now, when I switched over to full-time at this other store, they, from day one, were very, very encouraging. They were, you know, positive, and they were like really recognizing the work that I was doing. They were like, wow, like, you know, you are competent, you know, and we want to help you to work towards a bigger goal in this company. So you know, I had the conversation with my boss that eventually I would like to become a visual merchandiser, and I was working towards that goal. So the idea was that by August of 2015, this month, or last month, whatever, that I was going to be promoted to this other position, which means I would be making more money and have more responsibilities, and I'd be doing something that like I really, really enjoyed, because that stuff is fun. Like, I would get to do the window displays, and I would get to like dress the mannequins and like really be creative here. So I was super, super excited. And then that is when the like dun dun dun, it all backfired on me basically. I'm like, Alright, so, they had a very strict attendance policy, this and that. Yeah, sure, like, I was late a few times, but it was always by, like, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Like, I lived an hour away from my job, so it was hard to get there in the morning sometimes. Granted, we're not all perfect, like, nobody's perfect. So, anyway, ended up calling out sick one day, and moral of the story here, I was terminated. Bump, bump, bump. So, I have never been terminated from a job before, let alone one that I actually enjoyed. It is, like, amazing to me that I even had found a job that, like, I was happy to go to every day. So, that being said, it was a bit of a blunt blow here, It's like, I don't know, I took it pretty hard. And yeah, that's basically it. I was fired, and I had no, like, backup plan. I obviously hadn't been looking for other jobs, so it's like, I was just kind of like, what do I do now? So, that being said, I wouldn't say that I definitely put all of my joy into this job of mine. Yes, they paid the bills. Yes, I was making more money than I had ever made in my life, but it's like, money. What is money at the end of the day? Yeah, it can, like, buy me cool things. It can, like, put gas in my car and food on the table and this and that. But it's like, am I gonna take any of this stuff with me when I'm gone? Like, no. I don't think I will be buried with this necklace. I don't think that, like, these things that fill my room are, of that much importance at the end of the day. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I was banking a lot of my ideas of, like, how I was gonna, like, move out and, like, my future prospects in life. Like, I was banking a lot of this on this, like, job that I had been working at. So when that was, like, ripped away from me, I was like, oh my god, like, freaking out. Like, what do I do now? Like, oh my god, like, sure, I can find another job, but it's like, I felt very defeated, and that led me to, like, a few weeks of literally just, like, sitting there in my room, like, depressed, like, oh my god, like, what do I do now? So, I was scratching my head, and it gave me a lot of time to think about, like, what makes me happy? Like, what do I really like to do? Like, what is it inside of me that is, like, just, like, burning with fiery passion, like, oh my god, like, I could do this for the rest of my life and just be, like, totally cool with that. So, I mean, I don't know, that's when I made my first few YouTube videos, which, I don't know, they haven't gotten that many views, like, I'm still very new to this and all, but I will say, like, that's pretty enjoyable. And then, I started picking up, like, my sketchbooks again from back in the day. Like, I used to draw a lot in high school. I was always in, like, AP art classes and, like, fashion classes, and, like, those are things that, like, are ingrained inside of me, and I truly love it. Like, I love to draw, and I love to be creative, and, like, basically, like, what makes me tick is when I am expressing myself through, whether it be, like, the way that I dye my hair, or the things that I put in my body, or, physical drawings, or sewing, or whatever it may be. Like, when I am creating, and when I am expressing my creativity, and, like, letting it out, and, like, I feel like I'm, like, putting a reflection of, like, myself and my ideas, like, out into the world, and I'm, like, just, like, letting it all out there. And if that can affect somebody else positively, cool. If it can affect them negatively, like, okay. And I guess, like, if it just causes a reaction, then, like, it's done its job, like, it just makes me happy. So, I just think it's so important to really find something that makes you tick. And I don't know, this society that we live in, I probably sound like a conspiracy theorist or, like, one of those, like, crazy new age, like, people, but it's like, I don't know. This society that we live in is a bit of a trap. It's like, alright, so we're told from day one, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna learn this information, retain the knowledge, take tests on it, and depending on how well you can memorize this knowledge, we will give you a piece of paper that tells you how good you are in our eyes, like your grades and whatnot. And then that's going to determine your future, which your future is just like, alright, if you are smart enough by our standards, you can get into college. And then however well you do in college, or like once you earn this degree and this piece of paper, like then you can move on to doing a job or like starting a career in this society, and you can like make money so you can like buy things and whatever. But it's like, okay, like so I'm going to like now go to college for 4 years, get into like a butt ton of debt, then I'm going to work for a corporation who is not sharing the wealth, who is not spreading like joy and positivity and love and like creativity and like, I don't know, like, I'm sorry, like I feel like sitting in an office somewhere, like how the hell am I gonna express myself, like, and like really be heard here, you know? I don't know. And so it's like you fall trap into this system, and it's like, okay, yeah, so I'm gonna spend 40 hours a week at this place where I don't have the freedom to be who I want to be. Say like I like to put ink on my skin, like clearly like I have some tattoos, okay? They're gonna tell me you're gonna have to cover those up while you're here, even though you can do your job well. You know, like that's not what we're trying to say here. Like, we know you can do your job, but you know, that ink on your skin might be a little offensive to some of the people in the office or what have you, so it's like unprofessional, so you're gonna need to cover that up. Oh, and yeah, like the little thing you have in your nose, like that's not gonna fly either. You're gonna have to take that out, even though it's on your body and you do your job well. Like, we gave you the job, you earned it, but yeah, not gonna fly here. So I don't know, to just like work in an oppressive environment like that is taking up all of my time, and yeah, it's giving me this like great paycheck at the end of the day, is it really worth it? You know, luckily I was able to travel the country for 2.5 months. I think I'm going to definitely make a video on that because it was amazing and life-changing. Oh my god, when I tell you like the things I saw and the people that I met, and like, oh, like I live in New Jersey, okay? Like I grew up in the suburbs of New Jersey, and I've never been in a mountain before. Like I made it all the way out to Colorado. Like it was fucking cool. Okay, so it's like, I don't know, man. I saw like a lot of things that I've never seen in my life, and like the people that I met along the way, they like have just totally like expanded my mind in ways that I couldn't even like describe. So, you know, I'm home now, but I'm just at this like weird limbo phase, and I guess I'm kind of like realizing that true happiness comes from, you know, just like that spark inside. You know, being around friends that I love, being around my family, being able to voice my opinions and express myself creatively, or just express myself at all, whether it be through clothing, art, work, YouTube videos, what have you. Yeah, it's just like so important to me. So I guess I just want to ask you guys, like, what is it that makes you happy? It could be anything, but I would just love to hear it, because like we all have moments when we're down, and I think that one of the greatest gifts in life that we have to give to others is encouragement and motivation. You know, like I know that when I'm feeling low or down, I can call my best friends and they're gonna make me feel like amazing, because they make me realize how small and insignificant my problems are in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope I wasn't rambling too much, and I just want to remind you all to just like be yourself no matter what. Don't falter. Don't feel like I'm not trying to like encourage you to like not go to college or like, you know, not get a job. That's not what I'm trying to say here, because like we do need money to live in this society, you know, like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like you can't really live without it. But what I am saying is that like there's so many alternatives to your like normal idea of what you have to do to make the money to survive in this world. So I don't know, just like never give up on your dreams, follow your passions, find what it is you're passionate about if you don't know yet, and just try new things. Constantly try new things, because like you never know what you're going to enjoy until you try it. Like, oh man. So I'm really rambling now, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it down below, subscribe to my page if you haven't already, and yeah, just have an amazing day. Love you all. Okay, bye!